30-minute chart club. For those that are going to be catching this on the replay, this is a private group where we go over the 30-minute charts to get a feel for how we're setting up on. Right now, we have 31 separate names, highly liquid names, S&P 500 stocks, many of them technology stocks, a few non-technology stocks, Disney, etc. We're going to be going over these names to see how they're setting up. How did they perform today? Where do we think they're going next? Do we have a setup? And if we do not have a setup, what are the parameters for these highly liquid stocks to go moving up higher or lower? What are we looking for a trade? We don't care whether it's a long or a short. We're looking for a high probability setup, and that's the purpose of the conversation. Why is this group private? The reason why it's private is because I only want people to be joining in on the conversation that are very, very serious, not spammers like we get sometimes on our live stream. And to become a member of the 30-minute chart club, all you need to do, use the link below and enter free. You're in. There's no gimmicks, no gags, no nothing. I'm not looking for credit cards, anything. We also are doing this to build up our email list, as you might imagine. We've had a couple of videos that were demonetized by YouTube, and we're just getting ready for the next step in censorship. And we just want that email list so we can communicate with you at some point in time in the future if things go awry with YouTube. We love YouTube as a partner, but of late we've had a little bit of difficulty with them, and we just want to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. We also want to give you an opportunity to see how I work. I do this pretty much every night, but I've just decided, you know what? Let me engage real time with people, go over the 30-minute charts, see what the setups are like, and you can make a decision for yourself whether or not the Contrarian Trader is a service for you. And you could join up if you like. If you're not ready for it, that's fine. You're welcome to be here and join in on the conversation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over around 30 charts, and this is going to be actually pretty quick. It may sound like a lot, not. And what we're going to do is, as a group, we're going to upvote our favorite stock, whether it be long or short, and add it to our TrendSpider watch list. If you're not a member of TrendSpider, 35% discount code below, and you do not need to be a member of TrendSpider to be a part of this group. It's just a discount for you. So I've already annotated a bunch of these charts, and we'll work through the rest. I'm going to try to keep this as brief as possible, and maybe a half hour. It all depends upon if there's going to be conversation. And please join in. And don't forget, as we go through this, ask questions, engage. That's the purpose of having these small groups. Engagement, get to know me, ask questions, and I'm an open book. We won't be doing chart requests, but if you want me to elaborate on these charts at all that we're going to go over, by all means. You want me to go over the daily charts, weekly charts, monthly charts, whatever you want me to do, we'll do it. All right, that's the purpose of the group. So these all go in alphabetical order. Most of them are going to be technology stocks. Why? They're high beta. They move. So, and they're highly liquid. That's the key. And many of you may be out there saying, Jesus, right off the bat, I see that. Let me share my screen here before I forget, as I usually do, and I get reminded. Okay. So as you can see here, I have Tesla up. We're not going to begin with Tesla, but you can see it's $166 stock. Okay. Many people can't afford that. That's fine. But with Tesla, you can open up, if you're bullish, a bull call spread, meaning buy a deep in the money call option, sell a deep out of the money call option, and that helps finance the trade. You're in. You don't need to have the capital to put to work to buy the common stock. There are option strategies that I could teach you so you can get involved. So let's get started with our first pick. It's going to be Airbnb. All of these are going to be 30-minute charts. We're going to be doing quick hits. I've already annotated Airbnb. And as you can see here, Airbnb broke this rising upper band, broke this lower band of support. This uptrend channel 30-minute time frame has been broken. The question is now, do you buy it here? No, you don't. because A, we haven't hit a support level, B, we haven't broken out yet. Stochastics are oversold. I'm very confident that we're going to pop. Is that a tradable pop? I don't think so. I'm not a day trader, so in all probability, that won't be for me. What I would look to do is to see if we break out, pull back, and form a W formation on the stochastics. Right now, I think that Airbnb is a watch. Next chart up, Amazon, 30-minute time frame. And we are consolidating. We broke this upper band. I keep saying that tonight. We broke this uptrend channel. We did pull back today. We did rally off the lows. Now we're consolidating. A little bit of a wedge formation forming here. This is interesting to me. I would like to see a higher low on Stokes and a higher low on RSI. What are we looking for next? A breakout. And if we get that, then it's going to be game on for Amazon. The next chart up, Apple, 30-minute time frame. Apple broke support. I happen to be longer term bearish on Apple. Earnings are coming up, as they are for many of these names. Apple broke support. It tried to recapture support. It is weak, and it appears as though it's going to get weaker. We might pop tomorrow morning. We're leaving this oversold condition, as most of these stocks have an oversold condition on stochastics. I don't think that that's tradable in advance of the Federal Reserve meeting. And of course, we have the ADP employment report coming out. Avago, I keep doing that. That's Broadcom. They merged. They kept the symbol. I hate the symbol. I like BRCM, the old symbol for Broadcom, better. You could see that only as of Friday, we were in a uptrend channel. That's been broken. We are now in a downtrend channel. And that's the beauty of having the 30-minute charts, because trends can change like that. So right now we are near the upper band of resistance. I wouldn't entertain a buy here until we broke out above the upper band of resistance. Volume was good into the close. But you saw some selling as we hit that upper band of resistance. So nothing sexy here. Now, one of the first stocks to not be a technology stock is Boeing. And this is one that we're going to want to update and say, okay, here is our upper band of resistance. Do we put in a breakout above this upper band of resistance, or do we fail? And if we fail, where to from here on a 30-minute time frame? Well, if we break this support level where we closed today at around 209.50, then I think we head down to 207. Would I short it? Too much risk, not enough reward. So probably not. I would probably be sitting on the sidelines looking for a breakout. We have a fairly nice consolidation here on Boeing. BlackRock, here we have our first bank. Sideways consolidation, not much happening here with BlackRock. If we break 745, we avoid. If we begin to break out above 752, look to get long of Broadcom. Volume, good, heavy into the close to the downside. Chipotle Mexican Grill, lethargic, sitting in an uptrend channel. Not much going on here. We are seeing a bit of weakness in that we're putting in lower highs on stochastics. So not too bullish here on Chipotle. Coinbase broke support. I think we had lower here. What we did do on Coinbase is we bounced off of prior support. Does it hold? Not quite sure. Where is support next? If it doesn't hold, that was stupid. Down here. $52 a share. Then we'll entertain getting long of Coinbase. CrowdStrike, a fairly liquid stock in a downtrend channel now. Look at how quickly this changed, right? This is the difference between a Friday and a Monday morning. The risk of carrying stock overnight and especially over the weekend. So CrowdStrike, not much to do here. I would be looking for a breakout above this upper band of resistance. Right now, we do nothing. We do nothing. When we're looking at these stocks, we're looking at these stocks from the perspective of, does this stock earn my investment dollar? Whether it be long or short. No, I couldn't short it because we just bounced off of support at $100.88. I can't buy it because we haven't broken out yet. So there's nothing happening here with this stock to make us put money to work. Disney, weak, very weak. We were in an uptrend. That has all changed. We are now either A, beginning some consolidation, or B, even worse, breaking to new lower lows. I didn't see that there before that line. Okay. Yeah, I thought I was losing my mind. The upper band is gone. Let me refresh. It should be there now. There it is. Okay. So this is not right. I got to fix this. I have OCD. There we go. Okay, so you can see that Disney is bouncing off of an upper band of resistance. The best that can be said for these stocks right now is that your stochastic, which is your momentum indicator, is either A, oversold or nearing oversold levels. It could stay oversold. It can get more oversold. So that in and of itself is no reason to necessarily go buying a stock. Price and volume action matter most. So right now, Disney appears poised to move lower. DocuSign wasn't an uptrend. That is broken. Let's just say we're in a consolidation range here. Nothing happening. Big volume into the close. Domino's Pizza. And I tried to make this selection, and this is not a very liquid stock, and I don't even know if I should have it on here. I just like to trade it on earnings. But we are in a downtrend channel. We are at support. I think this is one where we're going to add it to our watch list. And we don't have to have just 4 on the watch list. We could add more here. Google, 30-minute chart, wasn't an uptrend. That has now failed. Do we hold 96.39? Not quite sure. But again, no compelling reason on really any of these names to put money to work. But don't forget, today was day one of correction, right? So tomorrow, this entire series of charts that we've already gone over, well, we're not seeing a bunch of opportunity right now. The landscape may change very quickly. Now, Meta, it's going to be reporting earnings this week, so we will not be putting on a trade until immediately before earnings. And you can see that we broke support. That's no bueno. That's not good. Mr. Softy, 30-minute view. They tried to rally it back into the close. No good. No compelling reason to put money to work here either. Moderna, we shorted this a couple of times. This is actually pretty interesting as a short right now. I think we're going to want to track this. The headline risk coming out of Pfizer could negatively impact Moderna. See how this upper band of resistance on Moderna 30-minute chart, we keep getting rejected at that mark. And that's the beauty of the automated trend lines on TrendSpider. We broke support this morning. So we have DPZ, downtrend channel, a pretty nasty one. Nike. Ooh, Nike's a short. Nike's looking good as a short going into tomorrow. I'll show you why. Look what they did in the close. They broke it down this morning, and all day long they hugged what was the prior lower band of support is now the upper band of resistance. So my team will be sending out alerts if and when we decide to short these stocks or buy these stocks. We have a 14-day free trial offer. Netflix, we are currently short, for full disclosure purposes, currently short of Netflix. And one of the reasons why I carried it over the weekend was the 30-minute chart. Because you could see here, we had a head and shoulders setup, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We broke the neckline today. They tried to rally it into the close. It was rejected. So if we break, let's call it 352 for simplicity's sake, we can drop pretty far here. There is no real support until you get down to here at around 340. That's a serious drop. So we're going to remain short of Netflix. If we see more weakness going into tomorrow, we're probably going to lean into that short a bit more. In fact, I want to keep close tabs on Netflix. Now, the next chart up is going to be NVIDIA. I don't know what the heck this chart is looking like this for. Okay, we'll go with it. I can't go with it. It's driving me crazy. There we go. That's better. NVIDIA really, really weak. The semis got hit hard today. Yeah, we broke support on NVIDIA into the close today. Very oversold on Stokes. So I think that we can pop here, but I have to wonder whether or not that pop should be sold into. PayPal, damaged goods. I think I screwed up the email list because I don't see anybody on. All right, they'll catch it on the replay. This is like the quietest live stream I've ever done. I think I messed up my email list. All right. We'll get it out to them. Okay, so PayPal is at hit resistance, $80.25. We're going to come down here, $79.50. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. It looks like it's going to break to new lower lows. Big volume into the close. So again, no reason to buy here. No reason to short here just yet. Qualcomm. CB. Finally. Now, did you get the email, CB? Like the invitation? Did you opt in? I got to reload this. I'm going to lose. Because we're purposely unlisted right now. Oh my! Have I not been sharing? Okay, my screen. I'm no longer sharing my screen. All right, let me fix that. So CB, I lost your comments because I reloaded. Did you get the email invitation for this? Okay, let's move on. I'm having a lot of technical issues right now. It's really ticking me off. All right, Qualcomm rallied into the close. This is looking like a potential short here. Good volume, though. I will say that. If Qualcomm fails to hold this support level, it could become a short. So this is one I'm going to be looking at. Now charts? Huh. Not email. Interesting. So we're going to track this one as a potential short. Yeah. You can see all the resistance that we have up here. I'm not saying it's definitely going to break, but there's a very good probability that we move lower here on Qualcomm. And if we do, oh, you got the email. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Shopify was in an uptrend, 30-minute uptrend, is now in a downtrend. So all we're doing right now, I mean, it's day one of a mini correction. Does it become something bigger? We don't know. But all we know is that right now, given this analysis of the 30-minute chart and the way we closed out the session today, we don't want to go buying Shopify right now. not the way it closed, because it is now putting in lower highs and lower lows. Now, if it manages to break out again, okay, then we'll look to buy it. We have zero emotion involved here. We have no bias whatsoever. We don't care if it goes up, down, sideways. It doesn't matter whatsoever. All we care about is that we get the direction right. And obviously, if we're going to buy these stocks, ideally, we want the market to be going up as well. If we're going to short these stocks, ideally, we have the market going down as well, and the VIX validating inversely both of those directions. If you're shorting, you want the VIX to be going up, and vice versa. Target. They have earnings coming up in March. Big implied volatility here for you options traders out there. If you're looking to sell premium. Now, we did break trend. Yeah, I don't know if that was proper English. But it's late in the day. We broke trend this morning. We rallied back. Do we have a lower high here? Do we have a short? It managed to close up, so I'm saying no. Not right now anyway. We'll watch it. And these are the same charts that we're going to be going over each time we meet and get together and talk about Salesforce.com, potential double top, lower highs on Stokes. Now, if we begin to break down to new lower lows on Stokes and we trade down below 50 and both lines are going down, that's a real serious tell that in all probability we're going to see lower lows, because if you get a rally on Salesforce.com and you have those stochastics moving down, moving south, down below 50, rallies tend to fade. So what I like to do is short heavy up and into a resistance level when those Stokes are moving lower. We're just about to cross down below the neutral line. So this is pretty interesting. Twilio. Another one where we were in an uptrend as of the close on Friday. We are now in a downtrend. I'd be looking to buy off of this lower band of support. We also have support down here at around $55 per share. I stopped. So Tesla, it appears as though it wants to go lower. So warning flag on the track here for Tesla. I'd be looking to potentially put on a position maybe at 160 long, 155. I'm doing this at 155 because there's an air pocket, a gap that needs to get filled down here. And I think that if we blow through 155 or we test 155, we may overshoot on a bloodbath sell-off on Tesla down to that 147 mark to fill that gap. But that's pretty much of an extreme sell-off for Tesla, but certainly not impossible. It's a high beta stock. It can happen. But I would not be a buyer here, even though we're down over 6% on the session, nearly 6 1/3% on the session. Walmart. It broke trend this morning. It's trying to recapture. Big volume into the close. Not sexy. Zoom. This is one of our watch stocks going into the new trading week, and it did drive higher. And one of the reasons for us liking the stock was the potential for a short squeeze. We got that today. Now, you saw institutional holders sell into that liquidity, and they dumped Zoom. So I think that there's more lower lows to be had here on Zoom. But if this market continues to rally up in the coming days, and in particular after the Federal Reserve meeting, then we'll look to revisit Zoom and possibly get long again. We were long of it. We booked profits, and we'll look to get long of it again. The options are very, very cheap, and people may think that options are very risky. They are to a certain extent, but when you're buying the options right and you're buying them cheap and you have an edge over other traders, then you know exactly how much you're going to lose maximum once you enter that trade. So that's one of the reasons why I like to trade options on high volatility names like Zoom. And that's pretty much it for this evening, folks. If you watch this on the replay, want to be part of the conversation, please use that link below, enter your email address, and get invited to our private live streams. Wasn't a big crowd tonight. This is the first night, so we're building that list. We are building a community, and we welcome. Hey, Trader Isaac. I was worried that I sent out the invite way too late. I wasn't going to do it because I'm really exhausted. I said, you know what? I said last night I was going to do it tonight. I wanted to keep my word. So I said, you know what? What the heck? I had no idea what the format was going to be. So pretty much moving forward, what I'm going to do is it's going to be the same charts over and over again, high liquidity stocks. And what I like to do is once we get enough people, you're welcome, CB. Thank you for being here. And thank you for participating. Once we get enough people that can vote up these stocks, like stocks that they want us to watch, upvote them, then we just populate them on our watch list and say, okay, these are our top 4. We have to do either by 2s, by 4, by 6, and upvote the charts that we like the best that are setting up for either a breakdown or a breakout, and then we track them a little bit more closely. So thank you, Tim. Thank you very much for that. Mark, yeah, thank you very much. I had zero idea what I was going to do tonight. Please offer suggestions. This is a work in progress. I have no idea what time we're going to normally do these, what format droning on, because believe me, even I get sick of hearing me, which is not too hard, to be honest with you. So thanks for being here. Like, subscribe, and for those that are catching this on the replay, again, use that email list. You get invited to the next meeting of the 30-minute club, 30-minute chart club, and it's free. Join up, and I will talk to everybody soon. Have a great night. Be well.